everybody. So I thought I would just do a quick video update because I know loads of people have been asking us to post videos where we're up to and things. We had a technical fault and we filmed a couple of videos in Nanjing airport earlier on today, but we were using a new GoPro and for some reason it's not recording in sound. So Chris is trying to figure that out. He's up there connected to a USB port somewhere, and I thought I'd just stretch my legs before we get on the plane. So we are now just on the final leg of our journey from Nanjing to Sydney. We're just about to board in about half an hour. So I'll just stretch my legs before we do. I'm so excited to finally get there. So the flight from Heathrow was fine. It's 11 hours though, and I was quite uncomfortable. My back was aching a bit. I did manage to get some sleep, and then we had a 5-hour wait in Shanghai, and then an hour flight to Nanjing where we were due to have a 20-hour layover, and thankfully we got a hotel. Oh, it was so good, it was amazing. We got to the airport and it was quite late last night, it was almost midnight Chinese time, and hardly anyone spoke very good English. We ended up being surrounded by taxi drivers all asking us if we needed a taxi. We were like, oh, no. We'd found a hotel on booking.com, but we would have needed a taxi to get there. And I was obviously thinking of what I say is the #1 rule of travelling: don't get in a taxi with people that come into the airport to try and get you, because you're just going to get ripped off. So we kind of walked away from these 4 men that were like swarming around us just to get away, and then we saw a sign for a hotel within the airport. It was more expensive than what we budgeted for, but oh, it was so good. We also got lucky. Chris proved me wrong, because our bags were checked all the way through to Sydney, and when we got to Nanjing, Chris was like, said that we should just check the bags up, see if they'd come off the plane. And as we looked out the window, I saw my bag being loaded off the plane. What are the chances? Bright green with a pink lock, so I saw it was mine. So Chris decided to go and check the baggage belt, and our bags came out, so it's just as well we did, otherwise goodness knows where they would have got to. So it was so good because we ended up having all of our luggage, new outfits and stuff. We did have some bits and bobs in the hand luggage, but we had everything with us in the hotel, and then they let us have a late checkout. It was amazing. Yeah, it was so good. And then the other thing, Vic bought me some Vans for Christmas, thanks Vic, but they fit, but they were snug, and then my feet swelled up, is that right? This got swollen. Whatever. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I also look horrific, all this travelling. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I'm trying not to edit this, you see, just so that when we get to Sydney I can quickly upload it. But anyway, my Vans are quite tight, but they fit. But then my feet swelled up on the plane, they were like marshmallows, and oh my god, I couldn't get them back on. So thank God I managed to get my flip-flops, and I'm now wearing them today, so it's amazing. The other thing, oh actually I'm just going to go back down here. I'm going on this little travelator just because I thought it'd be a smoother way to film. China, yeah, we think China, like, it's weird but amazing. It's so clean, everybody is so well dressed. There's loads of military people, like, and police and guards and stuff just standing around everywhere. It's really weird. Obviously you forget that it's not a democracy, and then we watched some sort of propaganda video about how amazing China is, which was hilarious. It's like brainwashing. I shouldn't say that too loud. Anyway, so yeah, we really like China. It's difficult, the language thing, and we've actually been surprised in Nanjing how not that many speak English very well, and we've struggled a little bit ordering food and things, but it's all part of it. So yeah, we actually really like China. It's clean and like really efficient. Everything just works well. All the buildings are really interesting as well. The only thing is, it went dark at like 5 o'clock, and then also when we woke up this morning, I opened our curtains in the hotel, and I was like, oh Chris, it's really moggy, and he was like, what are you on about moggy? Well, I got confused between foggy and smoggy, and I know that people say that in like China there's a smog. Well, there really was today. The weather forecast was foggy, but there was also just a smog over the air, so I really like it and I want to come back just to see what it's like, but it's certainly a place that I would need to research more. We didn't even have like any sort of travel language guide, what are they called, you know, to give you some basic words. So yeah, so we are going to come back, I think. But it's been nice to experience a little bit of it, albeit mainly in airports. The food is weird but interesting, and the people actually do seem very nice, but as I was saying, it's just weird with all the capitalism. Very strange. Anyway, I was hoping I'd make it back down to Chris by the time I'd finished blabbering, but I realised this is 5 minutes long. So I'm now going to go, and we're going to go get on the flight, and then when we get to Sydney I'll upload this. Throughout the next few days we will try and upload a few bits and bobs, but I don't really want to waste all my time editing footage, so we'll be mainly uploading some one takes or 2 or 3 takes that we can just cut together, and then when we get home, Mum, Dad, Les, Alan, anybody else who's interested, if there's any other footage of sightseeing and stuff, we'll show you all of that. But we'll certainly be putting a few videos up on YouTube, and there's also a few videos that I'm going to finish editing where we film stuff throughout the rest of this year, but I've just been so busy I haven't managed to finish editing. So like Paris, skiing, Italy, Lanzarote, there are plenty of videos to come, so if I manage to get any downtime, particularly on this next flight, I'm going to do a bit more editing, so hopefully there's a few videos to keep you going, because we know you're going to miss us. Anyway, people are now looking at me. That was a good thing we've noticed. We've been like the only white people here, like all day in this airport. Everybody really stares at you. Anyway, people are now staring at me even more because I'm holding a camera in front of my face, so I'm going to go find Chris, get on the flight. Whoop whoop. Over and out. Bye.
I think I might know what it is.
I'm filming. Connected to the USB and trying to figure out his new camera. Good job we brought the instruction manual with us. Yeah, so just that quick film Chris. I don't know, I've walked away from him. Hang on. Anything to say, Chris?
Hello.
Where are we off to?
Sydney.
P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Name that movie.
Finding Nemo.
We've done this before.
Okay, bye.